I'm mad at you. I am so sick and tired of hearing about how you guys want to be in your soft girl era, yet you are dating the guys that you know are going to give you the complete opposite. But it's fine. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm a very understanding person. I will just blame it on the boys. I think it's time I make a video to help you guys become more aware of the manipulation tactics that guys use on girls to get what they want from them and end up distracting you from what it is you truly want and deserve. There's a few tactics, but one in particular that really has my interest is the IKEA effect. And I learned about this in business school when I was getting my MBA, and I heard about it in a marketing sense for companies. But I came across this video, this psychology account that was talking about it in dating and how boys subconsciously use this as a manipulation tactic to get girls earn their love. And I said, there's no way I cannot make a video on this. So the video talks about two guys that take out one girl, this beautiful girl, right? The first guy is a very wealthy man. He's definitely in his masculine energy. And then there's the other guy who is the broken guy. And so the first guy takes her out on this 5-star date. He takes her in a limousine ride to a really nice restaurant, and she enjoys the date so much she doesn't have to lift a finger. He opens the door for her, pulls out her chair. She has a great time. Then the second guy, who's described as broke, takes her out, but he's not actually able to take her out. He tells her, I'm really sorry, but I don't have money. Can you please collect money for me while I play the guitar? So she takes out a hat and collects money from strangers. She doesn't enjoy it. She feels very uncomfortable doing it. But after they have dinner, they get a burrito that she's well earned. Lo and behold, she has this emotional attachment to him and therefore ends up choosing that guy instead of the first guy who gave her everything she wanted and more. Anyways, so why they call it the IKEA effect is, if you're not from America, IKEA is a furniture store. And you have to basically build your own furniture. You get the parts and pieces and you build whatever it is you wanted, like a bed frame or a sofa. And Harvard got involved and did some research, and according to those studies, it shows that whoever builds and puts the effort into the furniture piece, they are more likely to rate it higher and be deceived by its actual quality. So if I built a couch, I would rate it a 10, but if someone who didn't have any involvement building the couch saw the couch too, they would see it for the actual quality of what it is, which is probably like a 6 or a 7. And this thought bias is what guys do to get you to invest into them. They get you to earn their love. Okay, so what happened here? Let's break this down. The first guy is obviously wealthy and successful, but more importantly, he has purpose in life. And what is important about that is because when a guy has purpose in life, he becomes emotionally available. He knows what he wants. He feels like he is ready. It's the qualities that come with the first guy. He has done the work, so he's had the discipline to work hard. He has the purpose in life. He's spiritually awakened. He knows how to respect the feminine. It's not the money he spent on her only. He also opened the door for her. He also pulled out her chair. She didn't have to lift a finger with him. He made her feel like a queen. So then the second guy, who I describe as broken, is so low value, and that is so apparent to me because he devalued her. He made her work for him on his date. A guy who's emotionally available, has high value. Just because he struggles, he will not make a girl struggle with him. This guy is the kind of guy you need to run away from, because no matter what value you are of, he will bring you down with him. The traits that come along with a broke guy is what's more scary than him being broke. Trust me. It's usually the low value, insecure, they don't have much confidence, so that comes with a lot of jealousy. There comes so much issues with this person, and usually these kind of guys attract low value women. Or like I said, if you're not careful, even if you are high value, they will make you low value. They take you down with them. And the only women who are completely bulletproof to these kind of guys are the ones who are high value. When you are so high value, you repel guys like these. And that is because they know they can't meet your standards. They know after a date 1, 2, or 3, I'm not going to be able to impress her or get what I want, and it doesn't work out, and he doesn't put in a lot of effort, and then you guys get really upset and feel like, oh, I have such little options, I must not be attractive. You need to understand sometimes this is a compliment. When guys suss out a girl and they realize that she's not easy and they give up on her quickly, it doesn't mean you're not attractive. It could just mean that he doesn't have the effort to give, and he knows that you're not interested in someone like him. So take it as a compliment if you don't have that many options. So I gave you the example that the video gave of the IKEA effect, but it can look so different in many different ways. And one in particular is when guys trauma dump on you. Whether that is they just want a lot of emotional security from a woman, they lack confidence, they want your pity, or they're trying to get out of things. Let's say they did something bad, so they try to make you feel bad to get out of a situation with you. Guys are very smart, and sometimes it is subconscious. Even the IKEA effect example in the video, the guy who tried to make her earn him by collecting money for him, he probably didn't have the mentality of like, oh, I'm gonna make her work for me, and then she'll see that she has to earn my love and play this reverse psychology. Sometimes it's not like that. It's really subconscious. They don't even realize that they're doing it. But guys who are in the receiving mode and want a woman to work for them, those are the guys who are not in their divine masculine energy, and they are going to reverse the roles by doing so. If you are giving a guy a lot of security, confidence, validation, you're building him up, you're building his self-esteem up, that is another way for you to pursue a man. And there's nothing wrong to contributing. There's nothing wrong to giving a little bit of confidence to someone. But when it comes to a fact where you are completely taking on the masculine role, where you're giving him confidence, energy, even money in some extreme cases, that's where it gets to sometimes. And it's better to choose a man who's already in his masculine energy. He is ready, secure, providing. He is ready to do all those things for you so that you can lean back and be in your feminine energy. A man in his masculine energy is not going to burden you with anything. Yeah, he will open up to you about his emotions, but he's not going to burden you with his problems and all that. He values you too much. They value feminine energy. They do not want to make the feminine stressed out. But on the other hand, the feminine man or the broken man will have no problem burdening you. He'll have no problem asking you to go 50-50. He'll have no problem asking you to build him up. He'll have no problem having you work for him in any way, whether that's emotionally, spiritually, physically, or financially. With the high value masculine man, if you lift a finger, if you try to pay for anything, he will get offended. So another thing I need you to become aware of is the fake confidence that they exude. And the thing is, women are highly attracted to confidence, and that is because it's in our DNA to want to survive and reproduce. And men that exude confidence make us feel like they're capable of reproducing with us and providing us with security and protection. But this confidence that these kind of guys have is not the confidence of, I'm confident in the fact that I can provide and protect you. It's the confidence of, I've done this before. I know how to trick you into bed. I'm confident that I can get you in bed with me. This is not what you're looking for. So make sure you understand where his confidence comes from. Does it come from a place of his capabilities of providing and protecting, or is it his confidence of being a player? If you want that soft life, you have to attract the guys that can give you that. And that does mean you do need to be a little bit smart about who you choose at any age, because you never know where a relationship can take you. And this part is so important. Like going back to our primal instincts, it is to survive and reproduce and to make sure your offspring has a high chance of survival, as well as our maternal instincts that come along with that, right? But we cannot be maternal. We cannot be calm and feel safe when we are not provided and protected for physically, financially, emotionally. A woman can go into fight or flight or survival mode when she does not have that protection. And if she's with a man without those resources, without those capabilities of knowing how to protect and give a woman security in all forms, and she's likely to not be maternal, she's highly stressed, and she can eventually manifest some sort of disease, autoimmune diseases, or even cancers. But that is the dangers of going into masculine energy for way too long. Most women are not cut out for that. Know what you want and follow up. You guys cannot tell me, I want to be in my feminine energy and then date a feminine boy. It doesn't work like that. So for my girlies who usually end up falling for these kind of guys who are inconsistent and make you work for them, a part of you has a lack of self-esteem, and these guys are simply just a match for that part of you that lacks self-image and standards. And this is something we need to work on, and I'm gonna make a video next week on how to raise your standards, and I think this is gonna help you guys so much. In many cases, you know what I've noticed? Sometimes the provider guy even is better looking than the broken guy, but you're just so attracted to the inconsistency, and it makes you crave their attention more because one day they're giving you attention and it gives you dopamine, and then they take it away the next day, and then this is like an addiction they're creating, versus the masculine wealthy guy who's emotionally available, gives it to you consistently, and it's boring to you. There's a switch you need to make in your head that I'll talk about next video where it's going to turn you off. So no more excuses. You are now aware of the men that you need to avoid if you want to be in your soft girl era. And I will see you next week in talking about how to raise your standards to make you even more bulletproof. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next week. Bye.